Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and late yesterday evening, XRP plunged to 22 cents. And I'll tell you what, you can call me a shovel because I dig it. Now, that's just because I am in accumulation mode. I know that there's going to be people out there that see this and they're panicking. And how do I know that? Because they offered me that price. There are people that are buying and selling on the open market. There's enough bears out there freaking out, panic selling, and I am purchasing their fear. I'm happy to do so. You know, you do you, girl. Like, buy or sell, whatever it is you want to do. Moon Lambo just going to snatch it on up right here. So I am not crying there. So the question is, at this point, is this as low as it's going to go, or are we going to see a rebound here? I will tell you, I'm not going to tease the concept any further than this little intro bit here, but what I'm seeing from chart analysts is that this is pretty well it. And I'm going to share you more specifics, of course, in this video, but more likely than not, this is the low or super duper close to it. So lots to talk about here. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. That will simply tell the YouTube algorithm that you don't completely hate this particular Moon Lambo content, and then the algorithm will push it out onto other unsuspecting victims. And also, go ahead and treat yourself, girl, by subscribing to the Moon Lambo channel, which is the best channel on all of the YouTubes. Or if not the best, at least it is a channel. Like, I can assure you it is a channel. I know I'm nailing that part. That is definitely accurate. All right, so what do we have today? Well, at the time of recording here, XRP is just a hair over 23 cents. Bitcoin's at $10,666. Market cap for the asset class, $333 billion. And Bitcoin dominance a hair lower recently, but still at 59.17%. I wouldn't mind seeing that come down. And I do like Bitcoin, but I want to see that go down because that means that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin, which I personally would like to see, because XRP is an altcoin, and that's my fave. Take a look at this chart here. This is the 24-hour chart, and I'll share with you what I've been doing. And I've mentioned that I've been purchasing for some time now XRP every single day. And since we saw this notable drop, I certainly plopped down a bunch of bigger chunks than normal the last 2 days. 2 days ago, and I mentioned this when I did it 2 days ago, I was able to snag XRP, not at the low for the day, but it was I bought it at, I believe, 23.4 cents. And then this little bit, so here was the low point yesterday, and I'm not about timing bottoms, I'm just sharing some information with you to give you some insight on like what I'm doing. And a big part of the reason that I'm happy to share certain things like this is because I want to speak regularly about the emotional psychology behind this, because people FOMO selling and or FOMO buying and panic selling, this is what the lemmings do, frankly. And I'm not actually trying to be insulting. I'm just kind of being a little playful with it. But that's not desirable. So from my look, I'm not offering financial advice, no financial background, don't buy or sell because of me. I'm just going to share my opinion. But volatility in and of itself is not a reason to sell anything in my opinion. If there's something underlying the volatility that's negative, like a fundamental, that would be different. That's fine. But volatility in and of itself is not a reason. But the rest of the people out there, they seem to not be able to hold their emotions back. And this is not unique to just crypto. It's how people have behaved for over 100 years in the stock market. We've got all sorts of history that, humans, with the way that their DNA is composed, this is just how they act, right? And so I'm aware of that, and I do not respond in such a way. And so the bottom yesterday, according to Live Coin Watch, was 22.1 cents. I was able to purchase, it was right before this. I don't remember exactly how long before, but and this, because this is at 7:10 p.m. I guess this is I'm assuming this is on my time, and I'm in Central Standard Time in the Midwest United States here, and I was able to purchase yesterday at 22.3 cents. And so I actually hit my a stretch goal as a result of that purchase yesterday, and so I set another stretch goal. And I think this might have to be my last one, seriously, because what I'm finding is as I purchase more, I get like more and more stingy about like what I'm willing to spend on XRP, because I've been going a bit more nuts lately on this, which I'm very happy to have done. Like I feel happier having more skin in the game, and if I'm wrong and it all goes to zero, I'll make peace with that, because I'm only putting in what I actually am willing to lose in case I'm wrong about the direction I think this is going to go. But interesting stuff here, most certainly. Let's go ahead and jump into this now, because I'm going to share with you, there are opinions from like several analysts that I'm going to be citing in this video, and they all more or less are saying the same thing, in part at least, and I'll explain what I mean. But this piece is titled XRP Price Plunges to 22 cents. Can bulls save this key support? All right, yesterday we discussed the chances of a sharp decline in XRP below 23 cents. XRP price failed to recover above the 24-cent resistance and started a fresh decline below the key 23-cent support level. It declined 5% and traded below the 22.5-cent support. It even spiked below 22 cents and settled well below the 100-hourly simple moving average. A new weekly low is formed near the 21.95-cent level, and the price is now consolidating losses. And so I couldn't see that price level on Live Coin Watch, but it depends on what source you're looking at and how they're pulling their data. Either way, it's about the same, right? So we're kind of splitting hairs at that point. But anyway, the 50% fib retracement level of the recent decline from the 23.51 cent high to 21.95 cent low is also near the 22.8 cent level. The main resistance is now near the 23 cent level, the recent breakdown zone. There's also a major bearish trend line forming with resistance near 23.15 cents on the hourly chart of the XRP/USD pair. By the way, this piece came out, I think, what was this, like 3 hours ago? 3 hours ago here. So this is pretty gosh darn new. This is the most recent article I could find about anything price related on the web or net. So the sources I check anyway, from Crypto Media. And so then they have this little subheading there. More losses in XRP? Plenty to say on this. Let me just wrap up this little piece from this article, and then I want to share with you opinions from other analysts as well. If XRP fails to recover above the 22.8 cent and 23 cent resistance levels, there are chances of more losses. And again, as I cited just a moment ago, XRP is just a hair over 23 cents. We'll see if it stays there or not. But the key support for the bulls is near 22 cents, 22 cent level. A clear break below 22 cent support zone might spark another nasty decline. The next major support could be near the 21.2 cent level, where the bulls are likely to appear. And so, a number of opinions. Let's start with this. This is a tweet from Harry, and he's the one that called the most insane XRP rally in history. Actually, no, maybe I should just pull that up first. I think he has it pinned here, if he still does. Let's check this. Yeah, here we go. December 12th, 2017. XRP formed a doji on 1 hour at a significant level. Bulls then bought it back. Shorts gonna get wrecked. Make way for Moon. Again, December 12th, 2017. And that tweet came out, and then the biggest bull run in the history of XRP proceeded from 20-something cents to almost $4 in a matter of weeks. And then Harry here wrote, price action getting fairly close to marking the crypto swing bottom and signaling some reversal for the fans. And this was yesterday afternoon, before we got to the lowest levels, but he is clearly seeing this as more or less the bottom here. And that's what I keep hearing from other analysts, even if they slightly disagree on what the bottom would be. For instance, Blockchain Backer keeps saying 22.5 cents, and it went a hair below that, but pretty damn close to his targets. So credit where it's due to this point. And so he was thrilled about that. And then and he's now saying that from this point onward, he just thinks that that's it. That was the bottom. Be prepared for us to go in short order. I can't remember if he said maybe it'd be a week or 2 or 3. I can't remember what the time frame was, but in short order, going back up 30+ cent range, and then from there, obviously, at some point take off. And then you've got DIY Investing, another analyst here, who essentially said the same thing, and he was calling for perhaps a low of 20 to 21 cents. But you can see like they're all in the same realm, and he also says once that's hit, that is it. Then we're going off. So this is still the beginning phases, according to multiple analysts that I happen to be following. It's basically the beginning of some major bull action, if this is all correct. And so that's why, for me, I'm happy to snatch up people's fear and continue purchasing. I really feel like, and again, I'm never going to make price predictions. I'm never going to offer financial advice. All that I'm encouraging here is to remove emotion from your buying and selling decision. When you're making pretty much any decision in life, letting emotion decide that rather than logic is almost always a horrendous idea. Almost always. There can be some exceptions, probably, that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. perhaps if you're going to, marry somebody, okay, maybe a little emotion should be at play there. Maybe that's a good example. But in general, especially if it's coming to something that you're going to buy or sell, something you're going to invest in, remove the emotion. And so I'm gonna share with you something here before I wrap up the video. And I've been open about how when I was early into crypto, which I joined the world of crypto November 2017. First, I bought 3 cryptos the first day. All the 3 that were on Coinbase at the time. It was Ethereum was my first purchase, and then I also bought Litecoin and Bitcoin. I can't remember which was second. I think it may have been Litecoin. I'd have to go back and look at the records. Not that it matters, but anyway. And then a week later, I bought my first coin that wasn't on Coinbase, and that was XRP. I'd been researching for days and days. I was like, holy hell, I think there's something to this. And then I just kept researching from there. And then as I became more confident, I purchased more and more and more. And ultimately, but in the early days when the price would fluctuate, I will admit, because I'm a human just like you are. And so that's why I say, like, if you're fearful about the negative price action here, that just makes you normal. Like, I get it, it's okay. I totally sympathize with that. But it's just worth being aware that this is how humans respond to this type of stuff. And so I absolutely had those same feelings that you may be feeling. In fact, if you've never felt that stuff, you're either lying or you're a robot. Okay, are you an XRP bot? Beep boop beep, probably. And so once I got the logic in place, though, I pretty much shook all of that. And so here's what I want to share with you, because I came in at a crazy time, right? I was buying XRP around 20-something cents. Weeks later, it's almost $4. And so almost all of my experience in crypto has been during a bear market. I even launched this channel at basically almost the exact bottom of the bear market. It was December 14th, 2018 when I put out my first video on this channel. Basically the bottom, because bull markets or bear market, I just am so genuinely interested in this. I didn't care there were fewer people paying attention back then, but still, it's my most favorite hobby. That's a real thing. And so I just kept paying attention. And once XRP got back down to about 50 cents, and this is a point where I already understood logically market cycles, this or that, and I've been researching since then. So I obviously it's 2 years later, I've learned even more since then. But I remember I was at some point, it must have been, it was August 2018. And this is a point where, XRP, it was getting down, because I'd started, I can't remember, I'd have to look at the charts, but I did start dollar cost averaging in again once it got down to about 50 cents, not knowing where the bottom was, but I was like, okay, it's way lower than the all-time high, I'll just start dollar cost averaging, and I got it, I was doing well. And then at some point, I was on a vacation in San Francisco, which, by the way, I was taking pictures out front of the Ripple headquarters since I was in San Francisco. And I've told this story one other time. I'm not going to tell it in this video, but Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, actually walked out, and I do have pictures of that right while I was there. So it's just crazy timing. It was just awesome. But anyway, so during that trip, though, XRP got down to 25 cents. And it didn't make me buy or sell, but I had an emotional response to that, and I was like, oh my gosh. That, and I was like, is this really going to keep going? Is this the end? It was like the Chicken Little type stuff that you may have felt. And that was, again, must have been the end of August 2000. I'd have to look at a chart, but it was around there, August 2018. And I didn't act on it. And I didn't literally slap my face, but I probably would have helped a little bit. And I was just like, Matt, you know what's going on here. Like, this is just people being people, not knowing what's going on. It's trading within this somewhat narrow band. And that was the very last time that I felt emotion, like negative emotion, seeing the price drop. And because I was thinking, oh my gosh, I just bought it at 50 cents. Now it's half that. Oh my God, my investment's halved. Oh my God. Last time I ever felt that. And then I was like, but I did shake myself back in short order. I was like, no. You know, Matt, you've been researching this. You know, this is how humans act. Don't fall victim to this. Don't panic. This is what it is. And I ended up just continuing purchasing. And I got some great buys down there. Because frankly, if you think about it, whether I bought at 50 cents and once it goes back to its all-time high, it's like an 8-fold increase roughly. Or if I purchased at 25 cents and it's a 16-fold increase, oh my God, both of those are awesome. It's like, chill the hell out. And in the meantime, when it's going, I don't care if you buy it 10 cents, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever, it's ultimately not going to matter once XRP gets back to its all-time high. And all of this in between has nothing to do with real-world utility, so shake those emotions. Don't let that determine your decisions. I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold or invest, period. I'm just telling you to remove emotion from that so you can make a level-headed decision. And that's what I'm doing. If you want to buy, then buy. If you want to sell because it's too much for you, get out. And that's fine too. No one's going to hold it against you. Just do what's right for you. I'm just telling you that if you're feeling emotion, you're normal. It's par for the course. But there's a better way to do things. That's why at this point, I'll just call myself weird, because I am like a robot at this point. I'm emotionally bulletproof to this stuff. And when I see this volatility, it does not affect me negatively whatsoever. I am impervious. I see price go down, and if I'm in accumulation mode, I'm thrilled. Which is what's happening here. And so I bought a bunch of XRP, and it was a larger purchase since it was another drop yesterday, and I hit another stretch goal. Awesome, because I don't care what my XRP is worth relative to United States dollars. I care about how much XRP I have, because this opportunity, if it goes the way I think it's going to, it's not going to be at these prices forever. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how to read charts. I'm not pretending to be a guru. I'm just saying that I'm observing that this is how people behave when it comes to buying and selling, whether it's stocks or crypto. This is what they do, and I refuse to participate. And I'm human, and I have felt all of those same things, but I'm aware of it now. And I just say, nope, that's it. And I'm not kidding. That was the very last time I can recall ever feeling a little bit scared that the price went down. But I did shake myself back, slap my face, not literally. And then I was like, no, Matt, that doesn't make sense. You know better than this. And then I was fine. And I've been fine ever since, and I just keep buying. Even when it got down to 11 cents this year, do you think I was panicking? I was just like, oh, that's another day that ends with the letter Y. Whatever. So... Anyway, I'm going to keep tracking this. It is fun to track. There's so much action in terms of price action over the last 24, 48 hours that it's been quite fun, especially after being range bound for a couple weeks. This is exciting stuff, so we'll see where it goes. Hopefully these TA guys are right, because I'll say this. The next stretch goal I hit, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to hit it, if they're right. So I kind of want them to be right, because I'm like, my bags are packed, but if they're not... I'm going to be like, okay. But I literally might get to the point where I even stop my regular small purchases, because I've been very methodical about that for years at this point. But we'll see. It's fine. We're on this together, right? So share with me what you think below. Are you having an emotionally stable journey? Are you buying or selling? I'd love to hear from you. Any of your thoughts about where we're going directionally in terms of price action. One of my favorite things is engaging with the XRP community. That's one of the bigger reasons I started this channel, because frankly, I don't have any friends or family that are interested enough to talk about this stuff. So there we go. Anyway, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!